Hey guys, what's up? Coach for the Soul, Thursdays at 3 has begun. I'm in a new location in the living room because of the furnace, because it's wintertime and I hate the noise. So we'll be over here where it'll be less intense. So yeah, so we're back over here. If you're watching this live, hello, hello, hello. If you're watching this on my YouTube channel, please subscribe to my channel. Please like the videos and please leave a comment, even if it's an emoji, because Coaching for the Soul will be sent around the planet with those YouTube algorithms and it'll help me build the channel, which is a good thing. Yes, yes, yes. So, yeah. All kinds of new energy, all kinds of new goodness. Hey, Kathy. Hi, Nancy. Yeah. Hey, Carol, how are you? And if you're into spiritual learning and coaching, Coaching for the Soul memberships are still 10% off through the end of the month for Valentine's Day. Yeah, so give yourself hey, Shannon. So give yourself a gift of knowing, let's say. Yeah, there's 5 different levels, all different pricing. From 15 minutes to an hour and a half every single month with yours truly. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I love doing it. I think right now there's 22 people in the memberships, which is kind of nice, kind of cool. 4 or 5 people have joined in the last month, which is awesome. Yeah. That's what I'd like my business to go, is in that direction. But I'm still doing 15-minute, half hour, an hour and a half readings every single day. Hi, Sheila. billhobart.com for all that information. Yes. But there's a lot to talk about today. And there's a lot of changes that are coming, which is kind of cool, kind of fun. Although it can be traumatic for some people because we're going to have to face our shadows and things like that. Is that light too bright on my face? I don't know. You can see a shadow. I don't know, let me see. Which is better, this one? I think this one. Yeah, I think this one's better. I don't like that face. Hey, Pat, what's up? I don't like that light above my head, on my face. Yeah. Hello, Dr. Jenny. How's it going? Jenny just joined the memberships. Yep. She's from California. Yeah. And her friend, my friend Sherry, joined yesterday, which is cool. Yeah. So we'll just wait a couple more minutes and see. There's Susan. Hey, Susan, what's up? Thanks for everybody for joining today. In our Detroit, we had freezing rain last night, or this morning. It's about 35 right now in Detroit. And it's supposed to be just like this the rest of the day. And tomorrow it's supposed to be okay. But Saturday's another situation. Kelly is here. Hi, Kel. What's going on? How you feel? How do you feel? Kelly went on a cruise and she got sick. Yeah. So she's been sick for a couple weeks since the cruise. So I'm glad hey, Cindy. How's it going? Hello, Haley. Good. What's up? I'm glad you're feeling better. Yep. And Betty's on. Yep, Betty's on too, and so is Robin. Hey, Robin, what's going on with you? Are you here in Metro Detroit? Because I haven't heard from you, so I'm just wondering what's going on. I know you're here taking care of the baby, but with your daughter. So, yeah, you guys can always call me to have conversations. Okay, it's like, yeah. It's always good. Always good. Okay, so we're going to start. Now, Kelly, I got to tell you something for Dan, but I'll do it maybe I'll just text you after we're done. It's her husband's Dan. So, I'm trying to think about where they want me to start. Okay. They want us to understand that for the first, hey Leanne, there's Betty. They want us to know that as we go forward into this year, it's going to be a interesting, intense, only challenging if we make it challenging, okay? they're going to make us face our shadows this year with intensity, okay? But they're also telling us to release themselves from boundaries when they speak, okay? So what does that mean? Use your voice, okay? Use your voice. If somebody talks bad about you or your family or your husband or your wife or kids or whatever, put back on them. So let's go back to what you said about my husband. And that person, hey Barb, hey Amanda, that person will be shocked that you called them out and made them accountable. And they will tell you something different than what they first of all said. Okay? I'm having deja vu right now, big time. And why that's important is that we all have to speak our truth. We all have to stand up with our energy in the collective. Okay? Why is that important? There's a lot of stuff going on. Okay? And a lot of stuff that that as a collective we can stand up for. Hi Amy, how are you? Hey Sue. And hey Sandy. Everybody's coming on, that's cool. So why is that important? Because many of us in our childhood, I was one of them to a point, was shushed as a kid. Shh. Seen, not heard. Shh. Okay? Well, people younger than me, they had the same thing because their parents learned from their parents. The shh, right? My mom was my mom, and she didn't like she didn't like energy at all. If it was something that was intense, kids go outside. You kids go outside. Go down the basement. You kids go upstairs. Go to your rooms. Whatever. Just get away from me, basically. Right? So, and she screamed a lot. So we knew when she was screaming, she was frustrated. Okay? So, myself, I tried to calm her frustration. Just what I did, right? But my sister, and I went a little bit too when I heard, who do you think you're talking to? Right? When my tone of voice was wrong. Right? Hey, Sherry. So what that does in childhood, we take it into adulthood. Now they're going to pressure us. They're going to put people in your life to see if you react or not. Okay, hi, Joy. Okay? Super important. Because as we go forward as a collective, everyone has to speak. Hey, Josephine. Everyone has to speak in the future. All right? There's no, this group over here doesn't say anything, they just follow. No, there's not that. There's not that. There's not that at all. Okay? It's about finding your voice. It is about, I know, because Spirit keeps saying, I get it. You're going to have to stand up for the collective. You're all teachers. Daisy, stop. You all have to speak up for the collective. Okay? We're all going forward as one. All right? And that is super important for people who are quiet because they've learned to be quiet. And they attracted a partner that makes them quiet because that person's in charge. Okay? People say, well, women talk more than men. Not really. Men just know in a situation that they need to be quiet. That's how it works. Like I've always said, women run the world. They definitely run the family. Okay? And that's the way it's supposed to be. We're in 2,000 years right now of feminine energy. For eternity, basically, right? We've been in 2,000 years of male energy for the past 2,000 years. Okay? Wars, conquerors. Hey, Holly. Wars, conquerors. Screw ups. And then women have to come and usually fix it. Okay? Hey, Suzanne. So as we go forward, we are all going to see that. We are all going to see that, and it's going to be uncomfortable. I will guarantee you. I have kept my mouth shut more than I've ever had in my life in the past year. Is that a good thing? Well, again, anger is going to pop up in people. The anger that is inside your body is going to pop up. The energy that is angry is going to pop up. Why? Because the energy is shifting to higher dimensional energy into 5D, right? There is no anger in 5D. There's just love. Again, it's an atmosphere. It's an energy, all right? So when I get angry, I've learned to stay grounded, all right? But I can also flip the hell out. I can truly flip the hell out. And a lot of people don't know that about myself, but trust me, when I'm not grounded, when I'm caught off guard, in fact, they're going to, hey Shannon, hey Kenitha, they're going to bring you, trust me, they're going to bring you people, okay, to trigger you by saying something to you, either in a text, either in a phone call, face-to-face, online, whatever, that is going to put you right there. Happened to me on Sunday. Somebody was ordering me to do something for them. I don't know who you think I am, but you ain't paying me nothing. And you want me to do what you tell me to do? No. Hey, Lindsay. It's important, okay? Did I flip out? Kind of. Then we both kind of apologized to each other, okay? Because I was caught off guard. I don't expect it from anyone that I talk to, right? So that's going to happen to you. Because when that happened, I was like, okay, what the hell's going on with that? And again, Mars is the warrior planet, everybody. It's still retrograde. Retrograde till yesterday, till the 4th, okay? So we're still in that energy of being angry, that anger being up. Now it's forward, right? So it's not as intense, but baby, as it moves forward, it's going to bring you things, again, because you have to use your voice. Boundaries, you have to use your voice. More boundaries, you have to use your voice. But you have to be able to speak. You have to be able to speak. And it doesn't matter from what they say. You don't have to be perfectly calm and polite, no. Because the time is now for us to get that out, because we've been suppressed for thousands of years. We're coming to the end for most of us out of 3D, okay? And it's going to be challenging for a lot of people to speak, to show their anger, to use their anger, not to protect themselves, but to get them to speak up. So when you have a raging fire in your heart because of what somebody said to you, or texted you, or again, phone call, in person, whatever, challenge them on that. What did you say about my husband? And like I said, they will totally change what they said the first time, because it comes out of their mouths without them thinking. Why? Because they're making it so. All right? They're making it so. It is so very, very important that the voices are heard, because as a collective, it's a collective energy. It's a collective energy. And it's very important. You guys all know that for us to move forward, my nose is running out. For us to move forward, it has to be, everybody's in the boat, Spirit says. Everybody's in the boat. Doesn't matter when you get on the boat, but you're going to come on the boat. Because we have to go this way, and it's forward. It's absolutely forward. Okay? So those challenges are real. Another thing that is awesome as hell, if you're single, somebody's coming. Somebody's coming this year. Okay? And I'll tell you that we all know that when it rains, it pours, right? When we clear ourselves of our energy from past lives, from this lifetime, as we clear ourselves out, again, 15 and a half years of Pluto being in Capricorn, of ripping my life completely apart, okay? And so coming out now, it went into Aquarius in November, so it's only been month and a half, well, 3 months, maybe almost 4, right? Well, guess what? Now I got 2. Out of the blue. One person is an Aquarian, and we are like 2 peas in a pod. It blows my freaking mind. Blows my mind. Blows my mind. Because I can have conversations with this person, with this guy, who's 9 years younger than I am, and who actually gets it. And I've never had anybody like that in my life before, right? Never. Who's engaging, who is very balanced and cool. A little uptight, but we'll see what happens, right? But then there's another one too, who keeps popping back and forth, trying to make the decision on what he's going to do, and that's fine. But I went from 0 to 2 in the last week, or no, probably last month and a half, right? Why is that? Because I've cleared my energy of sadness. I've healed myself from Lee in a year. Blessings, right? All of the stuff that went along with that after eight years, right? So they're healing us. They're bringing people into our lives to enhance it. They're not bringing people into our lives to fuck with us, to screw with us, sorry. They're not, okay? They're not. Well, kinda, but they're not, right? They're truly not bringing people into our lives to mess it up. Absolutely not. It depends on how we look at that energy in that person, okay? And like I've talked about before, and Spirit knows this, I'm kind of a dick. Yeah, when it comes to that, all right? But way less than I've ever been in my lifetime, because I've healed myself of that, right? That's what it's about. Being able to see exactly what you've worked through. And Spirit has talked about this for years, right? About it is so very, very important that we absolutely are able to look and see how we've grown, what we've let go of. And now this year, I'm telling you, in the next 4 or 5 months, it's going to be remarkable because we're going into spring and summer. What better time than that, right? But we have to be prepared for that. But also, we have to see what we still have to do. What else do I have to heal, right? And how much have I healed already? How much have I grown? Where am I being triggered? Where am I being triggered, right? And again, that's what the speaking for yourself is from. Talking out loud and saying to someone who is talking about your husband, your child, your mother, your father, your grandmother, whatever. Hey, Shelly. Okay? That's what it's all about. Because when this person approaches you out of the blue, grocery store, neighborhood, having dinner at Outback or McDonald's or whatever, right? You don't know. You don't know where it's going to happen. But when it happens, it's going to be more than one. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Both will be good people. Both will be good people. It depends on which energy works for you better and how you perform. Because for the first 90 days, it's a performance that you like the other person. It truly is. Okay? That little by little, you show them a little bit more of yourself, a little bit more of yourself, a little bit more of yourself. Right? That's what it's all about. But that's going to go away in 5D. You're going to know and go, okay, that person's kind of cool. Okay, that person's kind of good looking. Okay, whatever. It's going to be much easier. Spirit says the mating dance will be much easier in 5D. Way more easier. Because in third dimension, you bring that lifetimes of struggle of finding a mate, a partner. Hey, Lise. They call them partners. They don't call them man and wife, anything like that. They're partners, right? And more people are getting together with partners. Again, getting married to my partner, right? Because the traditional man and woman lifestyle is dwindling faster than a drain that's clogged and use Drano on it. That is all 5D. That's all 5D. And it's happening big time this year. Big time this year. Okay? So keep that in the front of your mind, right? That I have to have the right energy for the person to approach. Usually they've seen you before. They've seen you before. They don't know you, but you've seen them before. Okay? And that is what's important, because they're comfortable with seeing you. They might have spoken to you in the grocery store. They might have spoken to you in the restaurant, on the way to the bathroom, whatever, right? You don't know. You don't know the circumstances. But if you're looking for and wanting and ready to have a person in your life, I will guarantee you 99% of the people are ready. They just don't believe it. They just don't believe it. Bill, I don't want. What the frick are you talking about? You don't want. I don't want it to be like that, again, because you're thinking third dimension, because mates, partners have been with you for frickin' centuries. 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 So your ego is attached to that. This is what I don't want, Bill, but they can't tell me what I do want. Well, I want it to be kind and generous. Okay, but anybody can be that. Anybody can be that. What do you want him to look like? How tall do you want him to be? How much money do you want him to make? You make this amount of money? Okay, cool. He makes this amount of money? Okay, cool. You're in a pretty good freaking life. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. Is not bringing that bullshit to the party. No, leave that back. Heal that stuff. Spirit just went, dump that stuff in the trash. Dump it in the trash, because it's not yours anymore. It's not. It's not yours anymore. And the planets are supporting that. Uranus, forward. Huge. Pluto's still retrograde in freaking Aquarius, which is going to be back and forth for 20 freaking years, right? But Mars is forward. Jupiter's forward in Gemini, which is fabulous. Simply because Jupiter is a planet of what? Abundance. Abundance. Moving forward quickly. Getting what you want. That is why Spirit weeks ago said set those 3 intentions, right? Set them 3 intentions, because guess what's going to happen in the next 4 or 5 months? Boom. It's going to come. It's going to come to you. And how many of you put a partner? If you're single. Because you're supposed to be specific, right? Tell us what you want. Tell us what you want. And so many people texted, called, said, Bill, I don't really want anything. I would like to have, oh, no. Human always wants. I don't care what anybody says. I want money for freaking vacation around the world. I need me to get $10 million, right? So I can spend my butt off. Not $1 million, not $5 million. I need $10 million. So that I never have to worry about money again, so I can travel all over the world and never stay home. Unless I want to. That's a want. I want to buy my house on Maui. I want to move. Yeah. I don't want a partner. And I set those intentions last fall. Last probably August, September, right? When something was going on up here and Spirit's like, you need to set your intentions for next year. I'm like, okay, already? Yeah. So this stuff's all happening now, everybody. Okay? The only planets that are retrograde is Venus, love and money. Okay? And, of course, Pluto, who seems to always be retrograde. Right? Right? Those are the 2. Saturn's retrograde at the moment. It's going direct in a couple weeks. Maybe next month. Saturn is a planet, when it is retrograde, that keeps the boundaries loosey-goosey, right? Okay, but it's the structure planet. It's the government planet. It's the ruler of Capricorn. Hence why we're so rigid. Yeah. But that comes in a month, right? When all of a sudden, the hammer comes down on certain things and people. Okay? As a collective is together with the energy of love and understanding and badassness, all that energy combines together and moves forward. See? The planets play a part in all of our lives every single day. So if you don't have your freaking birth chart, get your birth chart. PamGregory.com. PamGregory.com. Scroll all the way down, left-hand side, it'll say free birth chart. Click that baby. You put in the day you're born, the year you're born, where you were born, what city. If you know what time, awesome. If you don't, do a 12 a.m. and a 12 p.m. and look at them and say, okay, which one suits me the best? Because there will be explanations underneath the birth chart of where your planets are in what zodiac sign and what they mean. Are they 100%? No, simply because it is a general birth chart. Important. Because I know my birth chart, it's over there. I look at my birth chart at least twice a week, three times a week, as I'm watching videos about astrology, right? Because I can tell, again, Jupiter's out of freaking retrograde. And that's gonna make everybody happy, because everything that has been stuck for 5 freaking months is now coming forward like that. Boom. Again, why did we set the intention? Because it was coming out of retrograde. We had the new moon. We had the 6 planets, right? All of those portals were there. And so here comes this big, massive planet that is ready to go, that has already gone forward, and it's ready to rock and roll. That's why, watch your energy. Understand, I found some well, I didn't find them. They brought me some affirmations this week because it wasn't me at all. I found it hard to do them. And from Joe Dispenza, I think his name is. And I'll tell you what, I don't know how many of them there are. But it changes the energy from this to this for me. Because when I wake up in the morning, I am PO'd. Missy got me up this morning at 5:25 this morning because they were salting the sidewalks. And Daddy, you gotta wake up because someone's gonna get into the house. Honey, I thought it was 7:25. I got up, turned the lights on, blah, 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 blah. I looked at the clock, I'm like, oh my God, it's 5:25. Honey, Daddy cannot get up at 5:25. He just went to bed at 11 o'clock. So I crawled back in bed. She was like, oh, no, we're not doing this. She jumped up on the bed and she laid down, but she wasn't asleep. But Daddy crashed for another 2 hours, right? When I woke up, got to go potty. Cool, okay. Well, we had freezing rain last night, so everything was icy, blah, 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 right? And she wants to go really fast. No, we have to go slow. So I'm not a morning person at all. I do not like the morning. I do not. It doesn't serve me at all. Talking about 10 o'clock, that's why I start my business at 11 o'clock in the morning, because I'm pretty much good then, right? But if I'm at 7 o'clock, I'm not. And my family knows that. Leave Uncle Bill alone because it's morning time. He is not a morning person. You got to leave him alone till he actually wakes up, right? But that can go on for the whole day if you allow it. If you allow it, that can go on all day, especially if you got to go to work or you're at home on the weekend and you got the kids or you got the grandkids or you got the husband, the wife, whatever. Okay? So those are something that I've always believed in. I just couldn't get myself to do them. How many times have everybody said that about guided meditations? Any meditation. But I can't get my brain to slow down. Well, you got monkey brain, and that's your ego trying to stop you from moving forward. It's trying to stop you from transforming because it knows that if this human, which I control for thousands of years, same ego, right? I don't know what that light is. So my job is to keep him, her away from that because I need to save their lives. Not true. Ego, that's not true. That's a lie. Ego, I don't need you. Again, I always do this because Spirit always said, just brush your ear because the energy from your hand goes right through your canal to your brain and boom, ego stops. And it always does. That's how I push back against ego. See? All of us have ways of stopping it. But understanding that as we go into this next 5, 6, 7, 8 months and people say things to us, and we react the way we need to react all of a sudden, guess what ego does? Oh my God, you're a bad person. Oh my God, how could you talk to them? How could you use a tone of voice? How could you? Because in the past, in past lives, in this lifetime too. If you spoke out, could be killed, shot, murdered. Mom and dad could hate you, right? I mean, all kinds of things that we've had in our thousands of years of lifetimes. And right now, we're purging those things. And ego's like, oh, no, 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 no. It's still going to make you feel like, oh my gosh, I shouldn't have said that like that. If that person was offended, they'll do one of two things. They'll text you back and say, I understand what you're saying. I apologize for what I said, right? Or they move on. Bye. Again, understanding that I don't need people in my life like that. As I always said, because I love myself, right? Pretty much 85% of the time, maybe 90% of the time. Other times, okay, we're all getting there, right? Because it's a huge focus of myself that I need to do that just because of all the shame from childhood and being sick as a kid and stuff like that, right? All the stuff that I had to deal with as 5-year-old was nuts, just nuts, right? But I signed the contract and I understand that. So now's my time to get rid of all of that stuff from the past 10 years. And I worked on it for that, right? I don't live off anybody's love but myself. Is it nice to have it? Yes. Yes. But it's not going to change. It might soften, but it's not going to change who I am. Respect both ways, right? You know what you can say to me and what you can't say to me as my friends, right? Also, if they're from the outside of my circle, I don't need to know what you think about me. I don't. Because I will always say, I'm not living off that person's love. I'm not at all. I don't care what they think about me. People say, well, Bill, you always do. No, I don't. Until ego gets involved. Well, Bill, you really shouldn't have. Bill, you really shouldn't have. Bill, you really shouldn't have. And I've heard that, all of us probably, our entire lifetime. Shouldn't have, shouldn't have, shouldn't have, shouldn't have. Well, I'm kind of a dick. I can be. And I'm grown. But I'm not willing to let people say or do things at me without me voicing my opinion. That's 5D. But we got to get there as a collective because we live in a 3D world. See? So as you get semi-challenged to speak, speak. And don't feel guilty. Don't feel guilty. Ego will make you feel guilty like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Yeah, yeah. Because that's its job, is to keep you alive. Just keep your mouth shut so they don't hurt you. Past lives. This lifetime. For me, big time. Big time, big time, big time. Because I was chased home from school in elementary school every single day. By bullies. Because I was that pretty girl, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I didn't understand, what's the big deal? I don't understand. What's the big deal? This is who I am. Again, a little progressive, right? My mother was the same exact way. Well, honey, you know what? Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. All of us have those stories as we go forward. But the awesome thing is, for me, for most of us, I've let that stuff go. It no longer hurts. It's interesting that I was at 5, 6, 7 years old. I was so freaking connected and didn't understand what the problem was. But my family was not that way either. Yeah. I mean, when my mother told the family at a dinner that I was not there for, because I was working in Chicago, you know, as she set my family was at the table, and as she set the entree down on the table, she says, I think it's common knowledge that Bill's homosexual. And my brother and sister went, huh? What? It's just Bill. Well, that was my coming out. I didn't really have to. My mom did it for me. And I really couldn't understand how my brothers and sister didn't know. Trust me, I had boy posters on my wall in my bedroom, right? Yeah. Again, but they didn't think about that. That's just Billy. Yeah. Well, letting all that stuff go in this lifetime is all of us have those things that happen to us when we're kids, right? And it's about when they come up, we look at them and we let them go. Guided meditation, and guided meditation. Emotional healing meditation, codependency meditation. Yeah. Last week, I had a huge day of just WTF. Going to happen to all of us as we go forward. And I was in doomsday. Doomsday. In the middle of the afternoon, came out of nowhere. But I had to clear that junk out of my freaking chest, out of my body. My heart was crushed with just hurt, anger, frustration, WTF, why me? Ego was wild. And so, first thing that I do, okay, I gotta find a guided meditation that is dealing with codependency. I gotta do a guided meditation, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, gotta do this. And I found all of them, did 2 things back to back, and boom. Using the tools in our tool chest is what it's all about. And noticing it ASAP. No longer am I paralyzed. Thank you. And thank you. Recognizing what it is. Because everybody, we've got to be extremely powerful moving forward. You've got to have your voice. You've got to have your belief. You've got to have you. You've got to have you. Because what you brings, when it's as clear and clean as it can possibly be, your energy goes out, positive energy back. Negative energy out, sometimes negative energy back, unless you're standing up for yourself. If you're standing up for yourself, you're golden. Congratulations. Because that's what it's all about. Standing up for yourself. Works with the energy of the universe right now. The next 5-6 months are going to be wonderful if you allow. Spirit talks about that all the time. You have to flow. Your energy has to flow. And if you're not flowing, guess what? You're stagnant. As an earth sign, I need to flow because I'm a big old pile of wonderful black dirt in July with a huge crust on it. So you gotta bust when there's not any rain, you gotta bust the freaking crust to get into the good, rich soil that will grow everything that you possibly want. Growth. So I need the air to pick that up and move it. The dirt. Put it up in the sky. Yeah. Water needs to flow. Air needs to flow. Close up a Tupperware dish for a week and put it on your counter. Open it a week later and see what it smells like. Water the same. Put some water in there. See what it smells like in a week. Right? Fire wants to burn it all down. Right? Let's do it now. And so many fire signs, which would be Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries, are going to have massive years this year. Air and fire signs are going to absolutely dominate the country. Going to dominate the world. Yes. Because that's what's coming. That's what's here. Right? Because fire is going to burn everything that no longer serves. And air is going to blow it away. Nothing wrong with that. Because we've come out of water and dirt. Earth. Okay? And I'll talk about the North Node and the South Node sometime soon. I keep wanting to do it, but I keep getting sidetracked to do something else. So, because the North and South Node of the Moon are super, super important to us in how we react. The North Node right now is in Aries, and the South Node is in Virgo. The South Node is everything that has happened in your past under Virgo, which is, I'm going to power through this. I'm going to do it. It's all things got to be perfect. It's got to be good. I got to do this the right way. Aries is fire. Okay, let me burn this thing up. The future. Burn it up. Let's go. Burn everything down that no longer serves. That's what's coming. Along with all the good stuff for us. But you have to understand where you're at. Energetically. Where are you at personally? Where are you at in love? Where are you at in ego? Where are you at? Where are you at? Because Mercury's going retrograde in the month of February for 3.5 weeks. We're in the pre-shadow already. We all know what Mercury retrograde means, right? Misspoke. Things don't come out right. Don't text people if you like them. Because if you like them, they may be in a spot of WTF, and guess what? They're going to read that text wrong. Guaranteed. Guaranteed they're going to read that text wrong. If they don't, God bless them. But you're going to read that text wrong too. If you're going to send something like a fax or an email or something like that, which people still do with a fax, make sure that they received it. If you don't, it's wound up in Mercury energy. Mercury is communication. Why do you think they want you to stop? They get really intense, and I'm trying to calm them down because it is so important for all of us to speak our truth. It is so important for us to understand that the collective needs us and we need the collective. But that's when you're going to run up against someone or people who say the wrong thing to you. And for the first time in your life, you're going to bark back. Or however you do it. But it is with a sense of, I don't agree with that. Standing up, I don't agree with that. Boundaries can be gone for a while, Spirit says. It's okay. For you. If it's going to make you a stronger human being, put them away. That doesn't mean you have to attack people at all. But if they say something about your partner, about your mom, your dad, your kids, your grandma, your grandpa, your best friend, whatever, don't keep quiet. Why would you say that about them? And let them respond to that. One sentence. Why would you say that about them? And let them respond. You'd be surprised at people that say, well, I don't know, blah, 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 and then they walk away. Or walk to the other side of the room at the party. Can you believe that she asked me, blah, 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 blah? How come I said that? Doesn't she know? Not the point. That's you standing up for yourself. Big time. Big time, big time, big time. Okay. And the reason that they need you to do that is because they need us to go towards our wounds to heal them. Like Spirit said a little bit ago, right? Is that when that stuff comes up and that person says something wrong in a way that you don't like, boom, it's triggering you. It's triggering you. Now, why is it triggering? Because, again, I don't like people telling me what to do and I'm a grown-ass man. If you're paying me, we can have a conversation. But you ain't paying me. Ain't nothing there, right? Especially on a Sunday or a Saturday afternoon. Or weekday after 7. It doesn't work. And if you don't know that, then you ask if it's okay if blah, 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 blah. Yeah. See? That's the way it is for me. I work this amount of time. I'm available these hours. And cool. I'm open to everybody all the time. Cool. I'm good with that. But don't tell me I need to do something for you. Ask me if I will. It's a Capricorn in me, right? Yeah. This got me into many, many battles in my jobs. Yes. Because I would stand up for other people who would not speak up, who worked for me. Or were working in a store that I was visiting, helping them to be better managers, better salespeople, things like that, which I did in every job I've ever had. Yeah. And most companies didn't like that about me. But they didn't fire me, did they? Nope. Because I knew I was right. Because we have to stand up for ourselves. We have to make sure that we're okay. And healing that wound inside of us, which keeps us quiet, is important. So when wounds come up, heal them. How do you heal them? Guided meditation. Affirmations. Telling yourself 5 to 10 times a day how much you love yourself. I do that almost every day. At least once, twice, 3 times, maybe 4 times. I don't just say, Bill, I love you. I'm like, no, Bill, this is a pretty good day. I had a freaking amazing day today. You're just freaking amazing. You are just so good at what you do. You look nice today, Bill. I have my dad's eyes. God, Dad's eyes are just radiating today with that green. I said, I know, right? Because who's going to tell you that every day? No one. No one. Even your partner's not going to say that to you because they're dealing with their own life, right? Yeah. And the life together with the kids, whatever. Job. So it is super important that we do that for ourselves. And many, many times, the wound is personal from someone that we thought loved us or our parents, right? Because they're just flying off the handle because they don't know any better. They learned from my grandma and grandpa. Which again, survival, right? Survival. And that is the 3D energy that we're letting go. We're letting go. We're letting go. We're letting go. We're letting go all the time. But the deep wounds in our heart are going to come to the surface. Whatever's left. Whatever's left. And that is when you don't ignore them. You go, okay, I need to find a guided meditation to do. Now when I have time, because guess what'll happen? Ego will push that baby right down till the next time. Journal. A lot of people journal. I can't write mine's chicken scratch. I haven't written anything in probably 3 decades, right? I use the computer, email, things like that in my jobs and things like that, text, whatever. So I talk into my phone. Talking to my phone. Because you all have tools available to you if you choose to use them. But ego will tell you not to. It'll try to distract you from taking care of yourself, and so that it absolutely can continue to control you with that hurt. Been there, done that. 60 years of that stuff. Yeah, 60 years. I started getting bullied at 5. So, I don't know if it was my Kate Jackson wig or my girl Spike. I don't know. Yeah. See? So we all have those wounds. We all have certain things that we expected more from our parents, from our brothers and our sisters, things like that. Our friends. But eventually what happens in this lifetime is we dismiss our friends who no longer serve. We break that codependency. I have so many people who ask me, Bill, what's going to happen with my friend so-and-so? I've known her since kindergarten. Well, she seems different now. Of course she does. Because you're moving this way, she's moving this way. Or this way. Or she's not moving at all, and you are. When people ask me, yes, I in relationships with guys and girls, right? Well, Bill, they've known each other. Are they really going to get married? They've been together for like 10 years since junior high or middle school. Nope. Boys don't mature till 26. Females mature at 14. That's why girls at 14 look at older boys. And boys at 14 are playing games on the TV. That's what happens. Because it's in our DNA. It's in our DNA. A boy hits 26, and on his birthday or soon after, the amygdala in the front of the almond shaped amygdala in front of a guy's brain hardens, and they wake up one day. My nephews have both of them have done it, and said, "Uncle Bill, what the heck? I feel like I'm old all of a sudden. I don't like feeling this way. I'd rather be back there." Well, honey, you can't change that. You're a guy. You're a guy now, dude. You're a guy, right? And everything that comes with that is learning how to be an adult. So when people say to me, "Well, Bill, he's 26 and so am I," I'm like, "So he's been an adult for a year." Really? I'm like, yeah. Does he still like a boy? Uh-huh. Sometimes sometimes he does. He loves video games and he loves to eat junk food. And okay, yeah, because he hasn't been an adult for more than a year. Where she's ready for children and marriage and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Now, boys get to about 30, 32, 33, 34, 35, and they're guys, right? Because everything that bothered them from their adolescence, either ego has pushed it down or they've let it go. And the guys in this time period right here, I mean, they got it going on. They got it going on. I talked to a 25-year-old last week who's got it going on, right? And he, nope, gone. Because guess what? They're already connected to spirit. They're already connected. We had to find our connection, allow our connection. No. If you're born after the year 2000 or close to it, you came in with this much baggage. We came in with this much baggage. Means steamer trunks full of stuff. Born after the year 2012, you came in with no baggage, baby. You are clear and clean and wonderful. You're ready to take your place as a starseed. So those guys have got it. Because they came in with the knowledge that guys my age did not come in with. We liked being a kid. But I was growing at 12, right? So for me, it was like, okay, that's just kid stuff. I don't want to do that stuff. I want to do this instead. Because I was a little man in a boy's body. Yeah. But these kids that are coming in now are fabulous. They just don't know it yet, usually. Usually they don't. But once the collective, the energy starts to click together and rock and roll and move forward and clear the frickin' planet of the bullshit, guess what? They're ready to serve. They're ready to pick up that mantle and start talking about the stuff that they've got in their head already. All of us do. All of us have been downloaded and uploaded all the energy, all the information, all the connections that we need to spirit, to our guides. And when the time is right, everybody, and that's why they keep saying, right? Ask what you want. When something comes up, take care of it, get it done, put it away. Is it 100%? No. 85%? Yes. And then we'll probably take another few little, as Spirit says, black dots of energy out of your body with that big thing that you're letting go of, with guided meditation, with talking out loud, with feeling the energy. And why does it feel like this today? I don't understand. Yesterday was a good day. Today is kind of weird. It's kind of wonky. I don't understand why. Well, what's the last thing that you thought about last night before you put your head down on the pillow? Is it happy stuff? Is it good night affirmations? Is it today was a great day, Spirit? It was awesome. I'm so in such gratitude for what happened today. Or are you just going to bed mad because you were going to bed freaking mad? Because your kids upset you, or your husband upset you, or your partner upset you, or your wife upset you, the neighbor upset you. Who knows? See? And I'll tell you what, that stuff is true. I went to bed 3 weeks ago on a Saturday night, just PO'd at them, and because it was a horrible Saturday. And I woke up Sunday morning by this one here, and I was angry and PO'd all day. And I tried to get that stuff to go away. And Spirit said, see? That's you can't lay down your head, Bill, on that pillow and be upset with stuff. I was also upset with her. I keep forgetting she's not a child. She's a dog. Yeah. So all those things contribute to how we're going to wake up the next day. If you're exhausted from work because you allow yourself to be exhausted from work. Because you won't speak up because you're afraid of losing your job. Well, times are changing. Find a new job before you speak up again, and guess what? Say, see you later, bye. Ask them. Put it in your affirmations. Put it in your conversations with your spirit guide, your guardian angels. Yeah. That's what it's about. Because what's coming right now, baby, is golden. It is golden, golden, golden. Is other stuff going to kind of try to make it dirty? Yeah, of course it is. Of course it is. 3D does not want to go away. There's a lot of folks in 3D. A lot of folks in 3D. That's their time on the planet, as we've talked about before. They'll exit stage left in the next 5 years because they're caught up in the fantasy of 3D. They believe everything people tell them. Yeah. See? On one side or the other. Blindly. But you know that you are in ascension when you don't believe the news media. When you don't believe some of the stuff that's on YouTube. There's a lot of stuff on YouTube that is just horseshoes, right? It's crazy. How much is on? You go, well, Spirit's like, well, Bill, that's not right. And I was like, I know it's not right. And I click it off, right? Bye. You know, like new videos, things like that might pop up. But the things that Spirit brings me are perfect. Get a YouTube feed, everybody. Let them communicate to you that way. Use Facebook for the same thing. Instagram, the same thing. TikTok, the same thing. Yeah, see? The blue flower one, too, that's starting to catch on big time. But all that's available to us, right? So the more energy you put out there that is wonderful, right? You're using the tools in your toolbox, them. Hey, Spirit, come on. I need you to bring me blah, 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 blah. What's the deal? But you got to be in the right energy, everybody, to receive it. It can't be this. And it's hard. It is hard. But you have to flow and you have to believe. You have to believe it's coming. You have to believe it's already here. You have to believe that it's yours because it is. It is yours already. You just can't see it yet. Because, baby, my bank account's flush with that money for Maui. They just haven't told me where the account's at yet. I believe that for the past 8 years. Not all the time, but yeah. Because that's my destination for the rest of my life. I know that. It's just not time. Is this the year? Possibly. Who knows? You got to like where you're at first before the other one comes. Got to be okay with where you work before the next job comes. The next partner comes. The next friend comes. Yeah. You'll also have people from your past, friends, communicate with you again because they're on the same journey as you. And their guides have said, call Bill. Haven't talked to one friend, God, since the 90s. Tried to find him in California, not able to. One day, 5 weeks ago, 6 weeks ago. Hey, Billy, what's up? What the hell? Are you kidding me right now? No, it's Bob. I know who it is. What are you doing? What's going on? Blah, 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 blah. We talked for like 3 hours. He wished me happy birthday on my birthday. I wished him one yesterday. We were best friends. Hanging out at a burger chef, eating French fries with blue cheese dressing when I was 17. He was 16. He always had the badass car. But he was gay and cool, and we were the same. We loved to dance and listen to music and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. So expect that. Expect good people to come back to reinforce, Spirit says, who you are. Who you are. Because 9 times out of 10, they won't be there to wreck your life. Them days are done. Days are done. They're done. If you allowed it to happen before. If you had that situation happen and you let it go, bonus. I've done all that work. We all have to do that work. The blessing is, I did mine in major 3D. If you're doing it now, bless you. Because you've got one big thing, it's like 5 more things with it, it's gone. It's gone. But there's loads more inside of us from past lives. Yeah. So it's all coming together, everybody. It is all coming together. The challenges are gone except for standing up for yourself. Standing up for yourself. Okay? Yes, understand the circumstances, Spirit says, first before you do. We don't want anybody to get hurt. We don't want anybody to get thrown out. We don't want anybody to get excommunicated, right? Nothing like that. Don't want to do that kind of stuff, right? Got to take care. Again, you got to take care of yourself. But if you have to do that, make the attempt to exit stage left, and then you say what you need to say. It's all about being honest with that person. That you've talked to me this way for most of my life. You are not a true friend. Okay? You've done, and you don't name off the things. Let them figure that out. Yeah, they will. Half of them. The other half they won't, because they didn't think it was any big deal, because you were the follower, not the leader. And there is all kinds of people that are going to be in the collective that are going to keep the collective together. They're the followers. 40% will be the leaders, right? That are clear-minded, that are connected to their spirit guides, their guardian angels, and the divine, that their crown chakra lights up, that the left side of their head gets all tingly and cool and awesome, right? And when that happens, you say, okay, Spirit, what the hell's up with my left side of my head? What's that about? Communicating with your guides, everybody, is how they take you from point A to point Z. And in a certain amount of time. It's in your soul journey. It's in your contract that you signed before you came into the planet. Yes. Okay? So that's a lot in an hour. So my memberships are on sale, still 10% off. Okay? There's 5 different levels. It goes from 15 minutes to an hour and a half. Different pricing, everything else. You get 1 month free, which is even better. You pay for 12, you get 13th month free. I'm doing readings every day. I've got openings tomorrow and openings on Saturday. Okay, billhobart.com for all the information if you want to check it out. If you would please for me, as I put this over on my YouTube channel, YouTube at Bill Hobart. If you guys would go over and like the video and leave a little comment, even just an emoji. Okay. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. If you want to share it from YouTube, from Facebook, please do. It helped me out a lot. And you guys always know where I'm at, okay? If you need something, let me know, okay? I'm always around. I've been kind of busy because of all the stuff that's going on in the country, with people wondering WTF, but that's okay. I'll get back to you before the end of the day, usually. Unless you text me. Some people text me like at 10 o'clock because they're in California and they 7 o'clock there and they think, oh, okay, Bill, yeah. Because they'd forget, and that's okay. And sometimes there is nights when I put Daisy to bed and all the lights are off and I take my phone to my bedroom and I'll answer people's da-da-da-da-da, and then I'll take my phone back out here, put it in the kitchen, and I'll go to bed, okay? That's where I do my affirmation and stuff like that. So I'm always around, okay? I'm always around. Guided meditations twice a week, everybody. Sit quietly for 20 minutes a day if you can. 10 minutes if you can. Okay? Try not to do affirmations that you're listening to on the way to work, because that can mess up your day. Okay? If you can, listen to it in the shower. Okay? While you're getting ready, it's fine. Because once you hit those affirmations at the right time, your vibration is going to go to the freaking moon. I don't want anybody getting hurt when they're driving, because I've seen that happen to myself. Yeah. I'm like floating. I'm like, okay, but you got to pay attention. These affirmations have me like 5D and higher. I can't do that. I can't do that. Okay? So, namaste, everybody. Thank you for watching the program. You guys know I love you guys so much. It's worth it for me to do an hour. I'm always around. If you need something, let me know. Join the memberships if you want to, if you can. Okay? And I'll see you guys next Thursday at 3 o'clock for Coach for the Soul.